Good morning, everyone. Welcome to this talk session. In this video, we're going to talk about the healing codes. Dr. Alexander Loyd created this process of the healing codes. This video is really going to stay true to his process of the healing codes and purpose for creating them, which was a very Christian-based, Christian-oriented book and idea. And I'm going to stay true to that this morning. I'm going to create a new video this afternoon or this evening that I'm going to do live as well. We're going to discuss the healing codes in a more, or should I say, less spiritual aspect, or more spiritual aspect, less Christian. Really, this whole idea of this process that I'm sharing with individuals and the community is a process to create your life. A process to move away from the identity, the separated self, and move towards living the life that you really want to live. Our habitual behaviors get in our way of creating the life that we want to live. My whole purpose is to design a process and lead individuals through this process to move away from our habitual behaviors and move towards taking the action we want to take in order to create the life we want to live. So really adjusting habits, and then it all becomes, how do we do that? So many people out there talk about, well, what to do. This is, what you need to do is change your habits. Very few actually teach you exactly how to do it. And that's what this whole program is designed to do. Teach you how to adjust your life and turn it into the results that you're looking for. Not manifest the life that you want to live. No, let's go ahead and create it. Where the creation is, there's joy. Manifesting what? So you win the lottery, whatever, you get a windfall, whatever it might be. I'm not discussing manifestation, I'm just discussing actual creation. So let's get started in this video at Dr. Alexander Loyd and the healing codes. And I'm going to start with an actual Bible verse for this video. And this will probably be one of the only times you'll actually hear me quote the Bible. Again, I'm just trying to stay true to the actual true source of this material. So Romans 12:2. I'm going to use the New International Version to make it easier to comprehend. Do not conform to the pattern of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. Then you will be able to test and approve what God's will is, his good, pleasing, and perfect will. Okay? So what does this really mean? Well, it brings in this idea that we're conformed to the pattern of this world. And what we need to do is transform the renewing of our mind. And we'll be able to test and approve God's will for our life, for us, in his good, pleasing, and perfect will. So a couple things here. One, we're conformed to the pattern of this world. How are we conformed to the pattern of this world? Our identity. Our identity, our habitual behaviors are conformed to this world. They were created at a time where we were not cognizant of our own thoughts, our own beliefs, our own values, our own ideals, and we were actually, the identity was implanted in us, and it controls all of our current behaviors. That is totally being conformed to the pattern of this world. And what the book is telling us, the Bible is telling us to be transformed by the renewing of our mind. So how do we renew our mind? What does that really mean? How do we do that? Well, it's a process. And if we look into the concordance and look into the actual meaning of some of these words, renewing, transformed is really a process. A process to what? Gain his understanding. How do we do that? We don't allow ourselves to be conformed to the pattern of this world. And it's a process to stop it. Well, now we have a threshold of creation, and what I've been teaching in the previous talk videos is all designed to provide a process to stop the conforming or the patterns of this world through our mind and allowing it to be renewed. All right? That's what this whole process is designed for. Here's the issue. At times we're going to get stuck. We're going to get triggered and we're going to get stuck in our habitual patterns. Being conformed to the world, that's exactly how it happens. We get stuck. When we're stuck, sometimes we need to heal. It's not just thinking about it that's going to help. We actually need to heal ourselves from our triggers, from our patterns to allow us to renew our actions. So how do we do this? One way is the healing codes. Dr. Alexander Loyd created these healing codes in a way to really design to remove energy blockages and patterns within our lives. And I know it sounds really weird to include energy healing into scripture, Bible, and Christianity, but this is what he's done. This is what I found in my own life, changed me tremendously. This was one of the tools that I use that I will point back to as one of the best tools I could possibly use, and that's why I'm sharing it with everybody. I've worked with individuals. I've seen individuals get past childhood trauma. Within 4 or 5 days of doing the healing codes, they're immediately working with their inner child, bringing their inner child back into alignment to them rather than running rampant and having a bunch of temper tantrums, getting triggered, and they're back to their old behaviors. One individual I've worked with on this, within about 3 months of working with him, he received a professional contract in Mexico to play professional basketball internationally. All right? These healing codes work. And I can go into more examples of this, but they've worked in my life. They've worked with other people that I have worked with that have had some traumatic experiences in their past, and they heal those traumatic experiences. And this is why I'm sharing these with you. So how do the healing codes work, and how do you use them in your life to transform into the renewing of your mind? It's a process. So the first thing you want to do is you want to pray. Pray to God for healing. Pray to God that, as Dr. Alexander Loyd will talk about in his book, and that book link is in the comment section below, you really want to focus on the healing. God's healing energy and power coming into you to heal the energy or to heal the area of your life that you want healed. So focus on the trauma, focus on the issue for a moment. What is actually an issue that's created these behavioral patterns that you want to change? And then you want to do a prayer about those issues. From that prayer, when you get done with it, start focusing on the healing energy of God coming in and healing that area and all areas of your life. Okay? In your body, in your soul, in your spirit, in your mind, at the cellular, molecular, energy levels. This is what Dr. Alexander Loyd teaches in his book. If you want more descriptions, get that book, check it out. It can be absolutely powerful in the healing process of our life to move us past triggers, for the subconscious triggers that puts us back into old behavioral patterns. Okay? To do the healing codes, you want to take your hands. Don't allow the fingers to touch one another, and just hold them. Hold them open. And you're going to focus on 4 different areas of your face. So the first one is you're going to close your eyes. Get yourself in a relaxed stillness state. This is one of the reasons why it's important to practice stillness. And take your fingers, and you're going to put them right between your eyes. And you're going to focus on the healing. You're going to hold this position for 30 seconds. You're going to come down to your throat. Hold again for 30 seconds, focusing on the healing here in the middle of your cheeks and then your temples. And you're going to repeat this process 3 times for 30 seconds in each area. So you're going to hold here for 30 seconds, holding your throat for 30 seconds, your jawline, and your temples. And you're going to follow that process 3 times. So it's going to take about 6 minutes total in order to do. And when you get done, be grateful for the healing as it's already taken place. And see what happens in your life. See where it goes. See where this takes you in this process of getting past some of those triggers. And see if it's easier to focus on what you want to create instead of continuing to create the old patterns cyclically or over and over again. These are the healing codes. I really hope that you apply this method into your life, because it can be absolutely life-changing. It was in my own, and I've seen it in others. For a healing process, this is the first one that I will ever promote, hands down, and really the only one from somebody else that I will promote in this manner. I believe that the work that Dr. Alexander Loyd has done through the healing codes has been absolutely tremendous in helping heal at the spiritual, energy, cellular levels, which are all the combinational levels of healing we need to go through in this human condition, in this conformity to the pattern of the world. So thank you very much for watching. If you have any questions about the healing codes, any questions about healing, please let me know. Next video, I'm going to get more into an esoteric, spiritual manner of the healing codes, away from the scriptures, to make it more open for everybody instead of just individuals that believe in the word. And then I'm going to start getting into some techniques that we can use to change beliefs, adjust some of the other things going on that conform the pattern of the behaviors, of our habitual behaviors, and allow us to move past those and focus on a process that's going to allow us to move into the life that we want to live. So again, questions, please let me know. I hope you found this information helpful. If you did, please make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, because this information is really designed to be out there for everybody, so I can help and coach even for those individuals that don't have access to a life coach. So thank you very much. Have a great day. Enjoy. We'll see you this evening.